Alright, hello my lords and ladies. Excuse me. It's a little something in my throat here. Welcome back to a Shadowbringers playthrough with me, Joe, aka Ojo-sama. Let's get... Oh, is that another spam call? I am so inundated with spam. Really is kind of affecting my life. Anyway, let's begin the stream as we always do, with a little bit of gold saucer. Get the brain juices going, and the luck flowing. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope your week's going well. Make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Helps with the algorithm. What am I doing? I'm gonna sign up for the tournament first. Let's get a new minion out. New stream, new minion. Hey, magic bucket. Why not? Oh yeah, for today. Same open 3. Ugh. Useless. Anyway, Moonfire Fairies coming out, and you know, I'm pretty sure they took one of my ideas. They watched me. I took this photo here. Let me bring it up on screen here. I took this photo 1 year ago with the caption, all the floaties were taken, so I brought my own. So I took the Jibanyan mount, which by the way you can get right now, Yokai Watch going around, and I took that mount and, you know, put it in the water and it looks like a floaty. So I think somebody at Square Enix said, hey, why don't we just make the floaties mounts? Now the problem with that is that the Moonfire Fair, we get the Moogle one, right? But what about the bomb? What about the Chocobo? You know they're never going to give us these as mounts. We're just going to have to stick with the floaty mount and with the Moogle floaty mount, and that's it. I want that bomb. I want that Chocobo. They should have given us all 3. Because they won't do it again because they're worried that they'll be called lazy for doing it. It's like, oh, you did another floaty mount? Okay. I mean, I won't be against it if they do it again. The party boat is coming back? I believe so. It would be weird if they didn't. Anyway, let's, they should have given us all 3 floaty mounts. That's all I wanted to say. Let me get that off the screen here before I forget. Everybody's staring at it while I play the open tournament. So, yeah. Good to see you, Fur. Good to see you. Aga? Is that how you say it? Alright, let's see how we're doing with luck today. Third place, not bad. Yeah, that is true. That is true, Ega. That is true. But they didn't give us 1 emote and then give us 2 emotes. They gave us all 3 emotes in one event. While it did kind of focus on the Kinderpunch, I do not think they're. I just know Square Enix and their ball dropping. What the hell? What the hell? Am I fighting a ghost? Hey, duh. Just beat your base Shadowbringer speedrun. Due to the last trial was a pain in the ass, even as a tank. You know, that's part of the problem. You know, the later you get into the game, the less people that can help queue you in. Okay, there he is. There's the guy I'm facing. An auspicious Highlander. Everything's kind of loading really slow. Because if they gave us one emote one year and gave us the other two emotes the other year, I think some people would get pissed. Let's see, what am I picking? I'm gonna pick Padola. All vibes, no strategy. What do they recommend? Nothing that I picked. Too bad. All vibes, no strategy. Let's go. So I just don't think they'll do it. I don't think they're gonna release it because some people would be like, whoa, another floaty amount. Okay. What about glamour? What about a minion? I don't think anybody really cares about minions, but you got your mounts, your glamours, your minions, and your emotes. I think minions are probably the least popular item to get from. Oh, and the bardings too. Barding's probably even worse than minions. People even care about bardings. Can I report? Okay, I do not like how long this is taking this guy. Like, am I getting trolled right now? What about another Power Ranger outfit? Why would he need another? We can dye them. Mm-hmm. Now the question is, do I put Brute Justice here or do I put Phoenix? I think I'm gonna put Phoenix. Who is this? Darya the Sea Maid. Probably from the Criterion dungeon. I think I remember seeing a not goldfish, a mermaid in the promotional material. A pretty good spot for that guy, for the weapon. Since I can't overtake it with anything, I don't have nines. I have a Tonberry there. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Pretty much she's got me. He's got me. Oh. Fair enough. I didn't check there was any sames. I wonder if I could have done the sames. No, it's a 5-5. I don't have 2 5s. All right. Lords and ladies, but why can't you be a duke or a marquise? You know, I was thinking about doing that for my different tiers for my memberships. It was like different ranks, but I only want to put 3. So the bottom tier is the sirs and madams, then you have the lords and ladies tier, and then you have the kings and queens on top of that. Yeah, that's the spot. An 8 and a 5, so do I have an 8 at the bottom? No, I don't. It's okay, so I can't, so we're just gonna put that here. Ugh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I was thinking maybe I could go. I was looking at different titles through, you know, like nobility. Yeah, here. It's like, where does Duke fall into? Could I have a Duke tier? Maybe when I get, if I ever get super popular, I can make different tiers for different and get different things going. Alright. Huh? That guy lost against an NPC. Do I have to face him again? Good. No, I'm like, I don't want to face him. His deck's stronger than mine. I don't think I could figure out a way to counter it. Okay, if I beat this guy, I'm probably very, very, very unlikely that I'll be able to get first place, but we'll see. I hate to put Brute Justice out right now, but that's pretty much the only path I have forward. Eh. Nine, 7, I don't... He's put down his 1 star. What was... So it's only a 2. Do I try to protect this? I think I should. Shit. Damn you, golden stag. A prideful stag. Damn you. He totally played me. That motherfucker played me. Whatever, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I can tell I have been very volatile. I went to the gym, I worked out, and there's this guy, he was talking. I'm not going to bring up about what, but man, I was getting so irritated. I could feel it. I'm just like, I'm just getting way too pissed, way too easy. So breathe in, breathe out. And now I gotta deal with these goddamn pixies. Okay, let's finish up our mini cat bots. You have a nice relaxing stream. No need to get angry. God damn it! Flip my table over. Ah! Okay, before we begin with our MSQ adventure, we're going to... I went ahead and got everything I needed together for the first crystalline delivery tier for everything. So we're going to... Yeah, it's just some people are way too comfortable talking about stuff. Like, you know, and they don't... And it's one thing if you're trying to elicit a reaction, but this guy, I could tell he wasn't eliciting a reaction. He just wanted everyone to talk about how great he was. It's like, aren't I good because I hold this opinion? And I'm just like, dude, I just want to work out without having to deal with all this stuff, without thinking about this. It's a good workout though. Okay, let's switch over to goldsmithing. every time we gotta go through this. Got it. So we had to make some gauntlets to help the Zune out, and here are our metal gauntlets, a pair of sturdy yet flexible gauntlets designed to protect the hands from Amaro bites. I don't even think he was self-centered. I think he's just an idiot, like, well, I guess a bit of I guess narcissism would count in that, like, you know, I think he just wanted, like, I was listening to the person he was talking to, and the person just was kind of being quiet, but he basically wanted them to, like, kind of, like, you know, he's talking to validate himself. And the other person's just like, okay, yeah, I'm here to work out, though. I mean, that guy's always in the gym. He's always chatting people up. You know, and if you want to make friends, that's fine, but I don't know. I am way too easily agitated today. Yeah, he was purchasing, like, that's a good word for it. That's a good word for it. I've delivered your gauntlets to the Zune for appraisal. I can only hope that they are impressed as I was. And I don't know. I woke up really early. Today's my early gym day. I don't know if I got enough sleep. So I'm just be agitated. Might be a bit grumpy. I could tell I was coming home and I was just on the road and just like, ooh, I was just getting mad. I'm like, what? I gotta calm down. Why are you getting mad for? You guys seen that new meme that's going around? You know, this young little anime girl is like, oh well, there's no point about worrying about something you can't fix. And then she starts singing about it. I'm like, I gotta listen to that song right now. Is something wrong? I wish to speak to the artisan who crafted the gauntlets. Ah, that would be Joe here. First, let me say that my people are not accustomed to wearing metal armor. Our natural scales are hard as steel to begin with, and we do not like to announce ourselves with flashy adornments. PvP 14 will help you relax, maybe avoid PvP. You don't know, I'm a trial player, Ajay, and I've been a trial player for so long that I used to be able to play in PvP. I remember I've made video after video talking about how Square Enix said that the free trial expulsion from PvP was going to be a temporary measure, and that they will let us back in. They say apologize for this like, what, there's like some word that they used, like inconvenience, like temporary inconvenience, or like momentary inconvenience. I think they used momentary. This has been one hell of a moment. Now, I wouldn't mind as much if they just came out and said, yeah, we're not letting trial players back into PvP. Sorry. We've had a discussion about it and you guys are expelled forever. But to just leave us with the last thing they said was like years and years ago, saying the trial will be let back into PvP as soon as we find countermeasures to the botting problem. It's like Square Enix pointing to their head like, if we never find a solution, we'll never have to let them back in. So they never came up with a counter solution for the bots. And so trial players do not get to be allowed back into PvP. And boy, there have been a lot of PvP rewards that I really want. I'm lucky I got the mask, the Republican mask, the Republican Sucre mask, I think it is, the one that my main Ellison wears all the time. I'm glad I got that when I still had access to PvP. I would hate to have the Ash mask on right now. That clip makes me want to watch the show. 90s and early 2000 anime, it's got a certain vibe to it. Oh, that's for sure, man. Cowboy Bebop. Goated. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, I was thinking about, sorry, this is a bit of detour, but I was thinking about beating Shadowbringers, and I'm like, I wonder if the second viewing, if I'm going to cry again. Because the first time, you know, fucking Emmett, those 6 words, got me, cut me deep. And I'm like, but that might just be like I wasn't expecting it, and I'm not sure I'm gonna cry again. But Cowboy Bebop, the episode Speak Like a Child, every time I watch that I tear up. It's like every time I watch the final Gogi match between Meruem and Komogi and Hunter x Hunter, that makes me tear up. It's so funny, I don't even like I never was particularly sympathetic to the Ant King, to Meruem. But man, that's when he's slowly dying with Komogi, I don't know, man, it just hits something in me. It's like, few things make me cry every time. So I'm wondering if Emmett Selk's 6 words are going to get me the second time. Oh, you met Steve Bloom? It's funny, he's got that voice though, like I can't hear him I know he's in so many things, like he's Wolverine and he's been so many different parts, but every time I can hear his voice, I just go Spike Spiegel. That's all I hear. I only hear Spike Spiegel. Anyway, first okay, we already said this. Okay, back to the story. We wear only what is essential. The exception to this would be the high jackets and momentum to those beloved Amaro we would remember after their passing. In short, we have no use for bulky protective garments. They would only get in our way. No! I should have known not to get my hopes up. But then I tried using the gloves to handle one of our feistier beasts. She clapped her jaws on my finger, and I didn't feel a thing. It's like, come on, dude. I can see that. I know I said this the first time I did the delivery, this delivery quest, whatever you want to call it. But this guy's already wearing gauntlets. Like, you come and walking up to me saying, "Oh, we don't wear metal," and she's getting all frightened. But it's like he's already wearing them, man. He knows, he likes it. Oh, you know, I'm not a sub-purist, Aja, but man, you got to watch Samurai Champloo in Japanese. You miss so much of the context. I mean, granted, I can speak some Japanese and I've lived in Japan 3 times, so it's a little bit different for me, maybe, but it does not translate well into English, especially when the Americans show up and you could tell that the American translator is speaking horribly Japanese. He's speaking the worst Japanese. And when it's so funny when there's like a police officer, for lack of a better term, a Japanese guy who's trying to sneak onto the American ship, and they point a light at him and he goes, oh, I am America Jin. Instead of saying I'm an American, and Jin means like person of the country, like person. So to say your nationality, you should say your country and then Jin next to it, like America. You know, in English, I mean, in Japanese, I would say like watashi wa America Jin, like I'm American. But you know, for a Japanese guy to say I am America Jin, to say I am American, it's pretty funny. Now, Bertainer would be the first time I cried in the game. My first time at least the most memorable time I cried in this game was the Stormblood White Mage quest. That final quest really got me. It hit me hard. I don't know if I was just in a bad spot or was tired or something, but man, I couldn't help but cry. I have a thing about losing. I'm really close to my mother, so like the idea of losing your mother, it's a particularly soft spot for me. What's more, I was expecting the material to be heavy and my movements clumsy. It almost felt as if I was working with bare hands. You tailored the gauntlets to meet our practical needs, and we would acknowledge the effort with suitable payment. That's all I came to say. Phew! For a moment there, I thought we'd made a mistake. He seems pleased, didn't he? More than that, he was delighted. I have an eye for artisans, but I didn't realize you were this talented. I mean, you've only crafted one new design, and already my business with the Zune is off to a grand start. I might even be able to pay Eisman his wages this year. Look how happy Eisman is. Yay! I feel like with you here, bringing back my old employees is not the distant dream it once was. Please say you'll stay and help. Keep your tools at the ready, and I'll find us some more customers to impress. That gives me matcha. Now, high quality matcha was a very useful crafting food for Stormblood, but doubt I'll find much use for regular quality matcha in Shadowbringers. I actually did cosplay as a Makote 1 year for Halloween. Not a very good one, but I got some cat ears that kind of matched my hair color, and I face paint. I drew on the markings of him. I couldn't find a tail though. That's what sucked. I should have got a tail, but I want toggleable tails. All right, next let's go to Weaver. There's a lot to do when restoring a painting, but nothing so important as the canvas. Let me know when the repair material is ready. Thank you, Joe. I was expecting quality from you, but this surpasses anything I could have imagined. I'll put it to good use. Yeah. 72, sweet. 2 days later. 2 days have passed. Poor Ulion J still waiting for me in his little cabinet. It's done. The painting is restored. Now I can finally get some sleep. Thanks to the quality of material, the painting should prove durable in any climate. The beautiful colors and fine details will survive a long time. Now then, you just wait a moment, I'll deliver it to the client. Oh, and I'll be sure to mention your contribution. Joe, when I told our client about you, he insisted on coming to thank you personally. This is Valtal. Valtal, so you are Joe. Thank you ever so much for helping to restore our painting. To others, it's an unremarkable work of art, but to me and my family, it's an irreplaceable treasure, an heirloom from days gone by. Do you think Runar and Stola are a thing? I think Runar wants to be a thing with Stola. But come on. Stola's out of his league. Out of his league. She's gonna say no to the son of the Azim Steppe, but she's gonna say yes to Runar? Nah. From the days when Lakeland was the domain of the elves. For generations, my family called Damp Soul home. There we lived in peace and thrived thanks to the bounty of the source, surviving war and famine alike. But the Sin Eaters came and took everything from us. In memory of his beloved home and departed kin, my artist ancestor took brush to canvas. The result being the painting you've restored. For long years we looked at the painting, but in the heat of a quarrel with my brother, I'm ashamed to say I went and damaged it. As I was ruining my foolishness, I came to know about Luina and her workshop. Words fail to express how glad I am that I did. With the painting in hand, I will go to my brother and make amends with him. After all, He's the only family I have left in the world. On the bottom of my heart, I thank you. You haven't only restored a painting, you've restored the bond between my brother and me. It should be my brother and I, dude. My brother and I. I didn't know the full story till now, but I'm glad it ends well. I don't know, Manustolo was quite pleased at being carried, perhaps doing the opposite of Magni is peak Riz. Ugh. I'm not a big fan of the children, or they're the blessed. The knight's blessed. The children are the antagonist faction. Not a big fan of them. Dirty hippies. Yustola, you're coming home to the source whether you like it or not. I'm gonna kick her, kicking and screaming if I have to. Jeez. Okay, sorry. Got something on my foot. And it's no small part to you, Joe. But to have family. To supporter of cherished memories. $73. Oh, not doing that. Polynarian. Thankfully, the injuries he sustained were minor. The poison, however, is another matter entirely. It has to be flushed out of the system, and soon. There you are, and not a moment too soon. At a glance, I can tell this is exceptionally quality. But I'll leave nothing to chance. After I've tested its efficacy, I will begin administering the antidote right away. Lakote Joe should crack someone there on the first to some star-crossed lovers and shit. Well, if Joe is anything like his real-life counterpart, I also have the opposite of Riz. People don't know. I would go to anime conventions and people would be shocked to learn that like I didn't have a girlfriend. They're like, you? I remember one guy got actually pissed at me. It's like, I'm like, you have a girlfriend though, but he's like, just shaking his head and looking at me like, how do you not have a girlfriend? It's like I just don't have I don't have the confidence. I get nervous. I get nervous when I'm around the ladies. It looks like Skip is going to pull through, and it's all thanks to you. If you weren't here for that, were you? He may reside here at the Crystarium for some time, and we thought it best to give him a name. Being a skipper from the Budo Bay region, we thought Skip would be a suitable moniker. Not quite out of the woods yet, but if we continue treatment, the poison should be gone from the system soon enough. I must say, I did not expect you to be such an accomplished apothecary. Indeed, the antidote's effectiveness have exceeded all my expectations. But I'm a culinarian, dude. I'm not an alchemist here. In my experience, such exemplary work only comes from deeply concern from the well-being of their patients, and it certainly shows here. Truly you are an inspiration. Would that I had met you in my youth. Perhaps then I could have. Or perhaps not. He accidentally killed his own Amaro. Pay no mind to my ramblings of the past. We can but focus on the present. That being the recovery of our dear Skip. I'm now an Amaro enthusiast. But of course we don't get a title for that. Okay, let's get a minor botanist. I guess I need botanists up. Have you brought me evidence of a Samuel from Amarang? The anticipation of finding a lead so headily, I could scarcely focus on my duties. Well now, this claw belonged to quite a large beast. I dare to hope it will yield valuable information on the Samuel, methinks. Among the specimens you brought back, one in particular stood out. A claw fragment that resembled that of no known creature out there. This is definitely worth requesting analysis of the Hortorium. Wait a moment while I fetch one of the researchers. Allow me to introduce Mao Lad. He's quite the mad lad. He works closely with Ilana, the poor bastard, and analyzes resources for us. But most importantly, he is a researcher I mentioned who claims to have encountered the Samuel. Go on and recount your tale, lad. On that day, I traveled to Amarang with a crew of miners in order to survey an excavation site. We were going about our work when, without warning, a massive shadow fell over us. Startled, I look up to see what it was, only to find empty sky. Whatever was there had vanished, and it didn't move away, but vanished, shadow and all. There was no cloud or bird. No, it could only be the ghost of the Samuel whispered in moored legend. Now, my boy, it ill becomes a man of learning to resort to fanciful tales of an explanation. It's funny, it's like, you think it was a ghost? How silly. It's like, aren't there actual huge documentation of ghosts in this world? Like, ghosts are a real thing. But, here, look at this. Take a look at this specimen that Joe recovered, and you'll see that what you encountered was not some ghost of the Samuel, but the Samuel itself. This resembles the claw of a lizard, yet there aren't any species nearly so massive in Amarang. Assuming the creature it came from was a quadruped, we can project its height to be... May I hold on to this? I'd like to examine it more closely at the Hortorium. We were about to ask you to do just that. Should you learn anything of interest, be sure to let us know. And there you have it, Joe. For now, we have but to wait. In the meantime, perhaps you'd like to acquaint yourself with the other lands and resources they hold. I dare say it would be of interest to visit such as... to a visitor such as you. There we go. Feel free to gather as you see fit. You're respectful of nature, I believe, and won't take more than she can give. I'll take what I want. I'm now a seeker of the Samuel. Like, you're going to tell me this? Like, these are things that that each one of these people consider you, but they don't give them as titles. It's kind of annoying. Like, why can't I have Seeker of the Samuel as a type? Huh? Alright, last one. Alright, I must be a fisher. Many fishers avoid waters known to contain 8-eyed eels, like the Rift of Sighs. But the nutritional benefits they offer are worth the risk. And by that, I mean, The risk of them cutting holes in your flesh and drinking your blood. Thanks. I should have used my Hrothgar voice for that. I should speak a Russian accent, or a Russian sounding accent. I say, this must have been quite the bloodthirsty glutton, in a very literal sense, before you managed to reel it in. Henrik's esteem for you has grown, da 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 da. So it's not easy to get these guys. I freaking hated it. But I did it off stream. Thank you for your hard work. I believe we have a sufficient number of 8-eyed eagles for the time being. I don't think I mentioned this, but the people I used to test the treatment for shadow blindness are acquaintances of mine who work with the Cabinet of Curiosity. Old books must be kept out of the light if at all possible. So not being able to see in the dark poses something of a problem. The curators have already started eating the eels, although we'll need to wait and see if they have the desired effect. Of course, they welcome the chance to try something different from the usual fare caught at the source. Not only that, they were extremely satisfied with the taste. Speaking of something different, I think it's high time we had you cast your line in new waters. Having said that, I'm still investigating which condition we should attempt to treat next. In the meantime, perhaps you can hone your skills in preparation for challenges that lie ahead. I am Fisherman's Friend, but I do not get the title. Ooh, I say. Oh, I wonder who this is. I wonder who this is. Said you so-and-so. I'm a wanderer and you're a wanderer. Oh, you smacked me. That's one of my static mates. Anyway, back to Ring. And we're doing Astro for the time being. Let's go. Let's go back to the goddamn fairies. These goddamn fairies. Did the writers actually expect us to kind of like these guys when they openly admit that they we'll do this featured quest. I did manage to sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. When they openly admit to trying to kill us, say, oh, we tried to make you into a leaf man when you got here, but it didn't stick for some reason. Anyway, I captured the footage that I needed for this, so we're going to do this quest. Help me, I beg you, my friend has gone to Fairies, a place where we're told we must never set foot in. It's the home of the beavers. I thought about giving chase, but I'm scared I'll run into that thing. But you're a big, brave man. You're not scared of such things, are you? So please find and bring back my friend. Ken Gauf is their name, and if you hurry, you might catch them before they get to Fairies. I've got my speed increased because I could buy the riding map. I tell you, I only have 10 more to do in Lakeland. I don't know what it is about Lakeland, but fate farming there, the fate grind is exceptionally tedious. I thought it would be better if I waited until I could do flying, and it probably was better, but man, I don't know what it is. The other ones, it just doesn't feel as bad, the other areas, as it does for Lakeland. The fate grind is just so monotonous. How did it... I don't know how I was able to get it done, but I got it done, and that's, Oh, crap. Oh, I might as well see what I got, even though I'm gonna throw them out. Okay, it's only a 2-star, liquid flame, and a 1-star, so not... Oops. Not too bad. Let's get rid of these. Man, I thought I'd have more room. I guess... I thought I would have more room. I guess these food items they gave me kind of crowding up my inventory. Oh well. We'll, still... all this materia I'm saving for, my Realm Reborn relic. Ken Knuff. Gayuf. Aren't you one of Odianje's friends? Have you business with me? I want you to go to that place you're not supposed to go to. Lad Ken is worried. Well, that's all well and good. But when someone tells me not to do something, it only makes me want to do it more. Sound like my brothers. Good God. You know what? I don't want you to go now. I really don't want you. No one can stop me. Heedless of your warning, Ken Gayuf continues to the direction of Fairies. If you find them again, perhaps you can convince them to turn back. Nope. Fairies, the home of the bestest boys, the beavers. Wish I could side with the beavers. Ken Gayuf. There we go. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know how I managed to do it. I was a lot of very carefully gathering materials and just getting the... I hit my limit several times. Squeal, squeal. Here he comes. Bestest boys. Squeal, squeal. Though your beaver speak is a bit rusty, the creature appears to want milk. How did E3S go? It went alright. It went pretty good, actually. We just got to this really chaotic point. Tuesdays are our very short days, so we have to start late and end early. So we didn't get too far, but I was having fun. I was a little drunk, but you know, doing that's my one time I'm drinking this week was Tuesday. So I'll probably be better on Thursday. I'm tanking it. So yeah, it's going pretty good. We got to the point where he starts becoming a glowfish, a little glowwormy. However, you see no signs of Ken Gayuf. You resign yourself to burying the bad news back to Ken. Squeal, squeal. Creature appears to want milk. However, you see no signs of Ken Gayuf. The giant beaver. We'll just teleport, right? Why not just teleport back? So we probably won't clear it Thursday, but probably next week we'll get it done. And then we get to this wall that is Titan, apparently. Heard from many people that Titan is a wall. They always use wall to define him, so just kind of ironic considering he's a man of stone. You're back. Where's Ken Gayuf? Please tell me Ken Gayuf's all right. He's dead. The beavers got him. What? Against your warning, they went to Fairies, where you found only a strange animal. Then the tales were true. Oh, Ken Kaif, why didn't you listen? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't assume the worst yet. Maybe there's still hope. I just need to stay calm and think things through. Now he's dead. He's dead and gone. And I don't care. The beavers cry. I have to save that for later. Alright, off we go. I was so happy when they released this mount. I was like, I saw that they have the Mandragora mounts for Island Sanctuary. And then I remembered that there's a pumpkin Mandragora for one of the All Saints Wake. And I was like, well, they gotta release a pumpkin mount now. Sure enough, they did. Though I would have liked it if he had the top hat, the same as the minion. Like this. I actually bought this. I bought this minion. That's another thing I bought from the cash shop. I'm born on Halloween. I like Halloween stuff. Halloween is very much my jam, and so I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. So yeah. Okay, we'll accept your quest. Oh, you're Odion J's friend, are you? Will you lend me a hand? You see, Odion J's home is drab and dull, and I have a mind to decorate it to make it bright and beautiful. If you were to help me out, I'd make it all the more special. Yeah, usually all season mounts have a special, like, thing. Like the broom mount, another thing I bought, has like a magic spell thing you can do. What's another one? Rudy. Not Rudy. Randolph. The reindeer has one. The pink Gobu has one. I wonder if they'll have a special animation thing for the Moonfire Fair mount. I don't see what it would possibly do, but who knows? Maybe a little firework goes off. First of all, we need some whirlweeds. They're a pretty little plant in the water. We usually trade with the Voth for it, but seeing as you can swim, you can harvest some for us. You should be able to find the weed in the lake. There's a sunken church. While you take care of this, I'll go and pick us lots of beautiful flowers. Afterward, let's meet back here for the decorating season. Just get that out of the way. By the way, here's a good moment where you can find Minfilia right here. I took a picture of me. You can sit behind her. Then I lean on her. Look at that. Me and Minfilia. I took a screenshot of that. Me leaning on Minfilia like that. She likes it. Don't worry, guys. Oh, she likes it. She always supports me. Minfilia always has supported me. This time just a little bit more literally. Odion J fixes you with his gaze. My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? I didn't recognize you at first. I'll say that. Come now, 'tis scarce the first time thou hast beheld these fair features? Lest thou wonderest, I have taken up astrology. My present attire better suiteth the art. Leon J, glamour has been unlocked. You don't need to wear the glamour artifact gear anymore. Alright, you can wear different stuff. Though the night be lost behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not, but the stars still shine. I have chosen to avail myself of the guidance that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretcheth before us. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's like you're an astrologian when the sky is completely blocked out. Hootie and Jay, you were supposed to be the smart one. But enough of myself, let us speak of our task. As did I mention, we are to enter Le Giach. We must needs gain the Pixies' cooperation. There is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of byads that shall please their palates. Sacred, pray assist me in the endeavor. 1 second. Let me look at my Shadowbringers folders. Byad. No, I don't have that. Can't believe it. Byads. Well, it's that time, folks. I didn't think I would really run into this, but that's all the reason more to play a second playthrough. Is I need to find out what a Vyand is. Did I look this up and it just... there wasn't no definition for it? Vyand. A Vyand, an item of food. A very choice or delicious dish. Provisions. You know? That's why we play a second time. Gain new knowledge from things we missed. One of which being Vyand. Let me just save this to my folder. Vyand. Let me make sure that I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Vyand.
Yeah. Vyand. Vyand. Okay, Vyand. There we go, the more you know. Meanwhile, Joe, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there abideth a Viakin known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. Do 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 do. And Memphilia is still over here. Yep, moping. Okay, don't kill. Only maim. There's no better class for me not to kill something. Okay. There we go. It's funny, on one of the Discords I belong to, pretty much the only time I talk in it is to show when I'm one thing away from getting a gold certificate. Like this one. Look at that. This one here, if that was right there, or if this one was right here, I would have had another gold. Why does she do this to me? Go away! can I? Just want another gold. That's how I got this little guy. My little troll mount. It happens a lot for her. It happens a lot. If somebody said, you're complaining because you only got 2 lines, I'm like, yeah, I'm complaining because I only got 2 lines. It's not that I'm complaining that I got 2 lines. It's that I'm complaining that this trick is here. Like if this one was over here, if I got the Moogle sticker instead of this, I wouldn't bother me so much. This happens more than I want to admit. Okay. How many rerolls is 7 for that? I think I didn't get, because I'm at 6. I think that one actually came to me without having to reroll. Like I almost got it. Like I was like, okay, this is actually really good. This is actually really good without having to reroll. And I'll roll all the way down to 1 if to like 1 point, whatever they call it. Thou art returned. Were thou able to capture a hawker? Yep. Ah, a truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colors. Thancred too shall return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile.
"'Tis done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts."
Udenje, how about this? Instead of giving the pixies gifts, we kill them all and take their key that we need by force. I'm just saying, they try to turn me into a leaf man. They haven't forgotten it.
Ah, lest I forget. White auracite, newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary. Our eternal enemies.
You know, we're not so eternal, though. Not like they are.
Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
It's more fancy than the last one. Got a fancy design.
May I come in now?
And Philly, you always can come in. Don't let
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
Don't talk to my girl, Minfilia, like that thing.
I did as you asked.
No, Thancred, I think I should take over being the caretaker of Minfilia here. You're too attached to old Minfilia.
That's my girl, thank you. I should probably explain.
I like that.
Though my body
I like that
remains
look
behind
I'm giving.
its
Like,
source,
what the hell
its
is going on
limitations
here?
saw fit to accompany me, which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Besides Paladin, isn't it kind of funny that like tanks have these huge, obviously very offensive weapons? Great sword, great axe, gunblade. But hey, it's defensive, you know? It's defensive properties.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
How come Olia and Jay is so much nicer to Minfilia than Thancred is? He's got mixed feelings, that's why. He's a bit conflicted.
Hast thou spoken to him of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
You were holding out on us, Thancred.
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
He's Thancred. We're communist Russia, okay? Our Minfilia. Not my Minfilia. Our Minfilia. She was my Minfilia too, Thancred. I actually like Minfilia. Minfilia Echo.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
Sacrifice this little girl.
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope.
So, like, I feel like Minfilia only possesses the bodies of these other Minfilias, like, towards the end of their lives, so that she can just say it, because they don't, she obviously doesn't possess them right away because they don't remember their past lives, and they have different personalities. So pretty much when they say Minfilia will, like when the original Minfilia said Minfilia will return, I have a feeling Minfilia it's like, okay, she's dying, I'll just possess her in her final moments and spread the word that Minfilia will return. But where do these other Minfilias come from? Like, do Ascians have this too? Where like, they'll just be like a random person that's born that like looks like Emmett Selk. And Emmett Selk will just possess them later. That's not how it works. It's weird. Why do all the other Minfilias come with eyes of sapphire and hair of gold?
In my name. Each has died, never having lived her own life.
I think that's a bit... See, that's what confused me at first, is I thought she was possessing them all, but after rehearing that they don't remember their past, the past Minfilias don't remember anything of the previous Minfilias, that this is more of a metaphorical statement by Minfilia here. It's not a literal statement.
I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Emmett mentioned something about promoting people. Not sure how identical they've been. Hells. Even the Minfilia, and now sure. Yeah, that's true. Like, they can go to a sundered Ascian and promote them, right? Basically awaken them. And only the non-sundered Ascians can do that. So only Elidipus is left that can do it. La Habrea's gone, and Emmett's gone. So only Elidipus is left who can promote Ascians, which means they're kind of, if we take care of Elidipus, that means they're a dying breed. Once Ascians are gone, they're gone for good.
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all.
Merch.
Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
Yeah, life's not fair, Thancred.
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred.
A lot of 1.0 stuff. I don't recognize any of it, except for the falling over her father's
Now
dead
I ask that
body.
you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
Really nice camera work, where using Thancred to kind of as a point where you no longer see Minfilia. So it kind of crosses as Thancred blocks our vision of her, and then when it gets to his other side, the younger Minfilia comes back. No secrets from me, Thancred. I've got the echo.
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken.
Probably for the best. Yeah. Maybe I'll take good care of her, and if she gives up, I'll come back, though. Nightmare. What a choice. How do you want this to end? I think I just stayed silent with Caligo, so... Giving me the silent treatment, eh?
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I mean, does it? I'm here.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Lideloran.
Lideloran. I'll not pronounce that correctly. But on the way there, we can do this stuff. Whirly weed. So kind of sad what happened to Boybert. Knowing that it's like, how did this lake appear? It's like, oh, the Voth, they flooded it. But I guess it was already abandoned technically, but hey, if the Voiberts, the Voibertians, whatever you want to call them, the Voiberts, they ever wanted their home back, they ain't getting it now. You have to assume there's some of them survived. It's just Pixie Kingdom now. And anybody who, probably the people that came back to try to reclaim it were turned into Leafmen. Stupid pixies. There we go. You dumb pixie, you want to vandalize Thancred's home? Let's do it. Not Thancred. Urianges, excuse me. Oh ho, look at the lovelies. I'll enchant these at once. Make it so they can grow outside of water, then plant them here and there. Meanwhile, I want you to decorate with these snug blooms. As to where they should go? Yes, the stairs. That's a dull spot that's ripe for some cheer. When you finished, come let me know. The things I'll do for Aether Currents. At least, pretty much, Julian J is pretty much abandoning this home, so... who cares if we vandalize it with flowers? He's sure to put a smile on Urianje's scowly face. And then he'll want to stay here forever and ever and ever. You're welcome to stay too, of course. There's plenty of room for you and all your friends. Shut up. Stupid pixie. How's this home stick around after the fairy invasion? Well, so a lot of homes have stuck around. Like, these are all technically homes. Here, this is a home. This is like one of the homes that Voiburdians use. They have like the city or town over there. And remember, MMOs are always scaled down tremendously. So that's probably would be a town proper underneath the castle. And then you have like little town stuff like over here. And there's a bunch of homes here. So a lot of Voiburdians lived in these kind of homes that were kind of like shire houses, I guess, for lack of a better word that in my lexicon. It's just that the Voth took this as their territory and the pixies took these, and the only thing that pixies do is pretty much put flowers on them. They don't really want to destroy them. Anyway, let's teleport. We weren't expecting you back so soon. We had scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's very custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. Money. Key to the castle. Okay, we're gonna switch. Actually, no. We'll switch when we unlock it. So, Ulan regards you with a unification expression. So, what is it you desire? Rusty old coins you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? I guess it's like we could get those gold coins that are so valuable. We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Laihe Giach. What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for death. But if that's what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Urianje. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? I don't know, I feel like Alizé reuniting with Urianje is kind of a big deal. The twins seem to have a very, he seems to be kind of a very uncle figure to them, which maybe we'll find out more in Endwalker when we go back to old Charlian and see kind of more proper, maybe get some more backstory on Urianje and his relationship with the Levenure family. So, what is the purpose of the gifts? Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? Ooh, nice transition. Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land. He is our king and ruler of Titania. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home. You see, fought it and won. But all that horrible light came out, went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now, their king only in name, not remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magics for breaking the seal we divided it into 4 and wove each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, and we've decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course, custom demands it. Though you are most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way, we get to watch what happens. Fucking assholes. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Voth, the stone scepter with the Numo, and the crystal shoes are with the Armaro. Good luck finding them all. The fact thus disclosed confirm mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us heed to the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the Voth. If we call to them before the untouchable gates, they will answer. Let's go kill some fairies. Don't worry, pixies. I don't hate only you. I hate the Voth too. Those assholes both of you try to kill me. You try to turn me into a leaf man, and then the Voth try to drown me to turn me into one of them. I guess that would be slightly better. A path to popularity. Uthon has a dream. There's talk that an interesting mortal has come to Elmeg, Joe Funakata, or some such. It's you, isn't it? Don't even think to deny it. I'm Uthon, and it's my dream to become the most popular fairy of all. Why? Because everyone would fawn over me. That would be really fun. Now, by the way of an achievable first step, I aim to become the darling of Lindhalan. But everyone's so caught up with their flowers smelling and their mischief making, they don't even spare me a glance. You travel to and fro, so you must know much and more about this and that. Tell me, what must I do to become popular? Become the cleverest pixie of all, become the fairest pixie of all, become the strongest pixie of all. You gotta be the fairest pixie of all. Hey, Sayoko Sakura. It's going alright. You know, I'm a little volatile today, but the stream's helping me chill out, so yeah. I'm already the fairest. I beg your pardon, and besides, we all of us can use glamours to change our appearance. The others won't be impressed simply because I look different. Oh, I have it. I might not be able to impress them with how I look, but I can impress them with what I know. I just need to read lots of books. It just so happens there's lots of books in Udion J's home, a place called the Bookman Shelves. Right, I'm going there at once, and you're coming too. I can't read your strange mortal writing, so you need to do it for me. Alright, we're gonna put that on the back burner for now. As we can see, the Bookman Shelves are all the way over there. Why we couldn't do that quest when we were headed that way with the MSQ? I don't know. The untouchable gates, here we come. And even though I have maxed out warrior, we're gonna do warrior for this dungeon. It'll help me get the queue faster. Plus, I kind of want to test out warrior in some dungeon scenarios. Alcantimio, Spirit of Water, we have come with an entreaty, I should say. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how this gate works. What's my favorite trial or raid? Well, it's really hard to beat the final coil of Bahamut turn 4 in terms of raid. If you do that on mine, it's just pure cinema. It's been such a good experience. The music and everything. Mwah, chef's kiss. So that's the first one that comes to mind. Trying to think. Like ones that have been really fun. I also like Final Coil Turn 2 is pretty good. It's a real nice 3-part fight where you have a lot of coordination. Really feels good once you get it down, get it right. I'm trying to think of any Alexander fights that I liked particularly. I like Brute Justice, even though it's hard. I like Brute Justice. I also like the Gauntlet fight where you have to fight those 4 robots, and if you fail once, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. So that would be Arm of the Sun, I believe. And Burden of the Sun. Omega. What Omega fights do I like? I don't know. The first couple what scape is it? Yeah, Alpha Scape, Sigma Scape, and it's a Gamma Scape? The first Gamma Scape fights aren't really... I like fighting X-Death though. X-Death was pretty good, especially because it's the first time you see transition, so it's like, whoa! Second part fight? That's really cool. Yeah, man, with Evolved mode, I feel like I'm going to have to do all the old content all over again with Evolved and see how that is. Because even though I haven't gotten to Beyond Shadowbringers yet, you know, I've done like all the other raids, and I'm interested to see how they would feel with Evolved mode. Will T7 Savage, will Turn 7 Savage finally be much clearable? Will it be easier with the new kit, or will it be impossible to beat? Well, that's one thing I want to find out. The Voth are water spirits. Perhaps we should take our search into the lake. You don't want to do that, they'll drown you. I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. Good old Alphino. Dives into the lake. We all know Thancred swims like an eel. What about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. What about you, Urianger? I'm not sure I've ever asked. Something about elves and men can't swim very well. Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You too, Urianger. That you should be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. You think with the breaststroke that Ellison males could do that they'd be excellent swimmers. Well, well, aren't we a lively lot? And you have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty with mortals, what a treat. I, my comrades, and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, you may have it. You shall have it. Just like that. What do you want from us? No need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us, is all. And a matter of fact, it means nothing. Nothing means much to us, for we are Voth. It is over before it's begun. We couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. Having said that, we do seldom have mortal visitors, and it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gate, and come hither to our domain, Don Meg. In your tongue it means forbidden realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should, for we are one with the water, our home wrought of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through, give us a thrilling sport, and we will give you the crown. Alright, so we're going to queue up for this, and while we queue for Don Meg, which I don't think should take too long because, after all, I am a tank, we will try to do that side quest. Two birds, one stone while we wait, and if it doesn't pop by the time I complete the side quest, we'll go in as duty support. Shouldn't be too hard considering I'm a warrior. Just gotta remember what level do 76 I won't have access to Nascent Flash yet. People talk about Fellcleave being like so satisfying, but Inner Chaos, I like that so much more than I do Fellcleave. The sound on it, ooh, it's so satisfying. It's just like the driving it into the ground. Speaking of updates, man, what anybody have any hopes for the character customization? You know, when they said they're going to take the Makote's markings, I refuse to call it war paint. I'm pretty sure that Yoshi P misspoke. I'm going to keep mine on. Okay. I'm not going to take them off. But man, I hope that they unlock all the hairstyles need to become available to everybody. That's what I say. I mean, don't you want a Rogadin with a Lalafell onion cut? Wouldn't that be fun? I say that just because I want my Ellison to have long, slick-backed hair. I hope I'm not supposed to be paying attention to this. I don't really remember anything important being from it. On an occasion, 300 years before the founding of Voivod, a grand celebration was held in Unishlich. No expense was spared over the course of the festivities. Guests were lavishly feasted and regaled with wondrous performances. Yet, amidst all this pomp and pageantry, naught was more stirring than the recitation of the Oath of the Covenant in honor of allies between the Drang and Galjit. So this was a kind of All-Ra and Rogadin kingdom. The kingdom was built, so it's kind of got a reflection of Gridania, which I'm pretty sure I said the first time I played through this. So the sight to drawn to looked on. Voivod, bless strange names you mortals have. Il Meg sounds much prettier. It means Kingdom of Rainbows. Now I feel like I should have to go back. What did the other one say? Monologue. First week, Thursday, princess being partial to the lakefront view, it was decided that the noble lords and ladies would set out a picnic. Having partaken of sweets, Her Highness ventured into the water where she inspected her lip paint in the reflection. Oh, that's how it was called. Mirror Lake Hand here. Okay. Good Jenna's Grace was named for Her Royal Highness Princess Jenna, daughter of the king 3 generations prior. In the dark of night, that mountain... In the dark of night... What is it? That mountain pass catches the light, which shines from the castle. Shines from the castle, giving it the impression that the princess' beautiful eyes jades. Okay. Makote without markings feels wrong. Didn't realize how important those are for the field of Makote. Yeah, did you see like a Makote male without his markings? It looks uncanny valley. Like I really like those markings. I mean, I'm saying that partially because I don't have markings like that on my face, obviously, but the way my facial structure is and in kind of the dark circles under my eyes kind of matched that a little bit. So I was quite happy with them, especially for a self-insert character. Well, I certainly learned lots of new things today, things the others don't know. I'm going to go share it with everyone. They'll think I'm so clever. I'll surely become the darling of Lindharan. Okay. Hasn't popped yet. I'm a little surprised. It is, I guess not peak hours. Mortal, I told them about the people from the past, but they weren't the least bit interested. Well, why should we pay any mind to those who are long dead? Much more fun thinking of new riddles while sipping nectar. Speaking of which, we found this really sweet-smelling flower recently. We were about to go collect its nectar if you wanted to join us. No, don't want to join you. I want you to admire me. Stranger and stranger. All right, suit yourself. That didn't work at all. They didn't think any better of me, but I won't give up. Not yet. I'm going to be popular, mark my words. You have your own car. You're popular. Man, that's an old song. I don't even know it. Just heard it a few times before. Well, I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you, that this hasn't popped. So, as soon as I get there, I'm gonna have to do duty support. Alright. Odeon J, you're coming with me. Ah! As soon as you set your mind to do something else, that's how you get a thing to pop. I appreciate it, for luckily we got it. Let's put my chat away. What's on? Early on the spire there. Nice little effect. Just thinking today how I kind of don't like Final Fantasy Dungeons, but that's nice, you know, it's a little nice. Little set piece. Just they're so easy, and it's the same formula, you know. Go forward. Warrior. Warriors never die. Hey. I was out of that. Oh, not targetable. Must be nice for a healer to have a warrior tank, huh? It's easy to stand in front of the line. Wow, we didn't even get to the part where we grow super big. Wow. Time saved. I kind of regret not doing this with another job because my tank is at 80, it's capped, but you know, sometimes you just want to try new things. Probably do tank for some other dungeons too, just because it's so... It's like the quintessential dungeon class. God damn it! Why? Why does it do that? I was targeting something else. They gotta work on that. It's unacceptable. I have to freaking ask somebody why. Why, when I target something new to do a thing, it goes backwards? forget, this might... Oh, it does. My Mithril Cyclone actually gives me rage now. Sweet. I remember that. Actually can use my Decimate more often. Ugh. Oh, I could level through frontline? Yeah, man. It's funny, we fight this guy twice. Twice in the same dungeon. He's the first boss and the last boss. Now watch me fall off this one. I think I've only gone across it once. Holding back for... Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Ooh, that's a. Oh, I thought the Reaper put that portal right. Don't embarrass me in front of people. I did it! Last place. I got the jump. That also was a huge amount of experience wasted from getting that challenge log done with this dungeon. Damn it! I could have used that for ninja. Never looking happy. Yeah, we don't pause. Oh wow, nobody wanted this? Oh, I'm not taking it. I really need to go turn some freaking stuff into my Grand Company. My armor sack is... it's been pretty much exhausted. How'd the Voth sound? I forget.
Oh, Wilford! Wilford!
Woohoo! That's gonna have to be my Voth voice. Clowns. You're clowns! Of course, I'm like, these guys aren't bad. They appreciate a good fight, but they all right.
Oh, you do not hold back.
Oh, they talk like this.
But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Of course. Of course. There it is, the relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it, though, yes.
The reflection in his eyes.
But you, my friend, you are mighty indeed, and pleasing to the eye besides.
Oh, now if I didn't know better, Voth, or Uckthon, I might think you're a stand-up gentleman. But I do know better, and I know that you're a piece of garbage. Yeah. Dude, I do not swing that way.
I want to see more of him!
You guys are disgusting little frog people. Only the Alra get to see, quote-unquote, more of me, if you catch my drift.
Yes! Yes! I could watch him forever!
Why don't we just make him one of us?
These frog people are perverts! The perverts, Jerry!
Yes! One of us!
One of us, one of us. Gooble gobble, gooble gobble.
One of us, one of us, one of us! One of us, one of us, one of us! One of us, one of us, one of us!
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
And that's how the Warrior of Light drowned to death, because he didn't meet Solomon in the Ruby Sea.
Wake up, damn you!
You're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
Yeah, fairies. Not even once. Yeah. Don't make deals with fairies.
I'm sure you had your reasons. But the first rule of dealing with the Fwath is do not deal with the Fwath.
The Fwath. Even their name is stupid. Fwath.
It's said that they are born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them. Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
Zarobon, that's his name. I said Solomon Zarobon. It's like, that didn't sound
That's
right.
the royal capital of the kingdom of Verbert down there.
Solomon Grundy? No, born on a
Seen better
Monday?
days.
Okay. It's royal capital of the kingdom of Voivert down. Yeah, it was a whole capital city. Remember, MMOs always scale down. There are towns we don't even see that we can assume are there in MMO maps, you know? Whole land masses with like 1 or 2 small outposts, like, nah. But this was a whole capital city.
They were a stubborn lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people.
The Verbertites. That's what they're called. Verbertites.
It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside.
See, this is why I think that Ardbert was a Verbertite, but maybe he wasn't, because this is mostly maybe he's just talking. This was what made me think he was one, was this dialogue, but maybe he's just talking like he would come here in the winter and they would help him out. We know that Brennan was one for sure. It's mostly a Alra, whatever they call the Alra and Rogan Kingdom. So maybe where is Ardbert from? Is he from Calusia? I just assumed he was a Volberite.
All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did, everything we gave, what was it for? I wonder. I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
I have to flop throwing a fit right now because there's stupid fairies that don't care about anything beyond their momentary thinking. Probably huge hypocrites. They probably drowned me and forgot about me as soon as it happened. Like, you know, it's like, okay, let's drown him. Yeah, okay. And they just like, now what do we do? Okay, let's move on. Because if they cared, they'd be here right now. They'd be manifesting themselves outside the rule. Sandoria? I mean, jeez, did I say Sandoria? A Final Fantasy 11 reference. Ishgard. This is like the first version of Ishgard, right? Instead of elves, Elizin, it's Rogadin and... It's weird that I remember Ishgard. And yep, that's where the Aether Current would be. It would be right here. It's gonna be more Aether Currents, but far away, yeah. I think the writers forgot that Alisei can breathe underwater too. Or maybe she's just tired. But why would she come back to land if she could just stay there? I'm going back in. Nay, my lady, thou hast the success as thou art, thou wouldst and only endanger thyself. I prithee rest a moment. There was nothing where we looked. Yo! What, Alisei didn't tell you that I could drink, I can breathe underwater? She was there. Dear gods, if not for Sorobon's blessing. But I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Have you any idea how worried we were to wash up on the shore only to find you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The cloth. Kept that part of the bargain, at least. While there were certain twists and turns, our work here is done, with everyone none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. Oh, stupid fairy. Saloon, is something amiss? A great big mob of mortals is marching to Ildig. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Rather the reverse, I fear. The Umorian army at a guess. Meaning, we can play with them. As much as you like. Just to be sure, I will return you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. If Alphino is coming, then Alice will too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know. Alright, just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. Don't worry, I've done this thing before, it's fine. Being the light warden would have always fallen to me. Indeed you have. Very well, then. See you afterwards, my friend. Alright, we're going to take a short break. Just need to stretch a bit. My lower half is starting to get awfully tired of sitting down, so I need to get a stretch. We'll make it not too long. Guy cam out. What time? Make it 23. Alright, so everybody get your stretches, get your snackers, and we'll reconvene here at 23 past the hour. I will see you anon. And we're back. All right. Let's continue on our merry way. Visit the New Moo, the only Fae folk that... Well, the Amaro are okay, but they're like... The Amaro are like honorary Fae. These are actual Fae. These ones are the only ones worth dealing with. With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the two remaining bearers of the relics, the New Moo are near. We shall seek them out next. Among the Fae folk, they bear the distinction of having abide in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest to men, and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are a source of much of the knowledge I acquired in my time here. The path leadeth past my dwelling. Let us away. All right, let's go. Stupid Marlboro jellyfish. And then we have to do this weird dodge the pixie part. Pass under cliff lay Pla Emni, home of the New Moo. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. Weird how you guys are faster than me. What mounts do you have, huh? Oh. Car twice in a row. I'll take it. Oh, you think it was going to be easy? You think that the pixies might have to deal with the Umorians? If the path striketh thee as precipitous, 'tis because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake lieth, there was a valley. In the midst thrived the city of Voidbert. 'Twas only when the Voth came, in the wake of the flood, that the settlement was drowned. They stand upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. The one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle. One can scarcely blame the Fae folk for so altering the land. Oh, really? You can scarcely blame them? I could just flat out blame them, Ulion J. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light, for it force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world, that it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy that surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Ophelia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no eighth umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing. And thus do I labor, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we shall prevail. Ah, Immortals, just as we thought. You know what? Screw the first. The first has these pixies in it. I'm done with it. Let the light consume all of you. How's thou business with us? Business? Huh, nothing so boring. We smelled you coming and thought we'd come to play. They do not appear to be pixies of Lindharan. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. Oh, in some haste are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. Teleportation magic. For a mercy, we were not sent far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they will surely repeat the same trick. So I'm not going to fail, because if I know what's going to happen if I fail this. It'll just get teleported right back to the start. We have no time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Fey Cloak it's called, the most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible to Fey folk, albeit briefly. I shall cast the enchantments upon thee. Under its aegis thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will serve to give thy presence away. Send them flying. Freaking. What should we do? Well, kill them, of course. You have anything to say, you stupid fairy? I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? Yes, I see. That's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. In other good news, the new village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as Udian J decides to join us. Mortals, I hear lots of them. thought you said the Numo were man's best friend. Poor thing was beside itself with fear. 'Twas beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable, unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. The excitement, it's more excitement than we can bear. Greetings, Elder Wyatt Enick. Tyranny. It hath been a while. Pray forgive the brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the Numo. The stone scepter, then you mean to lift the seal over Linghen Gia? This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our Fey cousins, we Numo have called this land home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal our king when they were corrupted by the light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Don't worry, we'll defeat Titania. No one will come to harm. Just hands over the god's damn staff. I'm in a bad mood today. So such discourtesy. It is unacceptable, unacceptable, I tell you. Honor Elder, pray believe me when I say that this man is possessed not only of strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, he hath already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. He is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but he harboureth the selfsame desire to see the sin-eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? You have always done right by us, Urianger. If you have placed your faith in this man, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin-Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon, unless they want to debate this with the Yomorian army. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee to simply roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightest fetch us the scepter while there is yet time to use it. Roll over. See, these are apparently dog people. I did not think they look like dogs. I don't know what they look like. Like, kind of like weird manatees. But now I understand. They're dog people. Roll over, fetch. You know full well that not gives us greater pressure than to render aid to men. You know full well you speak the words of power regardless. It's unfair, I tell you. In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Voivert fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it's difficult to ignore such earnest entreaty. Very well, Urianger. I promise to give you a swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here a while and bestow upon us your patronage. Is that arrangement agreeable? I forgot, I don't get experience points. I'm capped. I'll switch to monk. I think monk's still high enough, right? Yeah, it's right there. Okay. When X sniffs at you expectantly, you will offer your patronage to our people, yes? Let's see, perhaps you can begin with Marn Ossi. They are one of our foremost artisans, once held in the highest esteem in the Knights of Oibert. With the Knights gone, however, Marn Ossi has no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. And do not forget... What is that? No, that's just a mushroom. Let's double check. Yeah, there's something in here. It's on one of the stairs. 1182, 1183, 1184. Wait, did I already count that leaf? Wow, who, what, where, wait. You're a mortal. Huzzah, huzzah. Well met, yes, very well met indeed. Have you old and tired arms and armor that are threatening to fall apart at critical junctures in battle? The answer is yes, you come to the right new move. I will restore your equipment to pristine condition for payment of a pair of moss fungus legs. Moss fungi roam outside the cave. Please, please, please give their legs and your patronage to me. Whatever, we'll go out that way eventually. Walking through that long corridor again. We teleport. Now you are returned, and with the moss fungus legs, I hope. They're the tools of my trade, lest you wonder, used to polish metal and leather alike to a lustrous sheen. Now that I have work again, I must replenish my stores. Let's give him 3. 3? But I asked for 2. Good, no, no, no. This wasn't the agreement. I doubt that I'll fulfill the work for 2 moss fungus legs, so you tempt me with another? May as well call me a grasping mutt and spit in my eye. Well, you think me a bad Numu? Then a bad Numu I will be, oh yes. I'll make a fine mess of everything you're wearing. Rip it to shreds. Wait. There are 2 legs here. You mustn't tease us fairies so. In my agitation, I could have done much worse than simply snap at you. You see, for there to be honor in a task, we must receive precisely what it is worth. Too little means you belittle our ability, too much means you question our integrity. You've given me a fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. I see. Though I must ask for a small fee for the materials, I am pleased to say that your arms and armor may be restored. If you mean to change them in the near future, however, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin, which you may pay with your desire when you desire to have work done. My thanks for your patronage. So that's kind of fun. Pick the wrong answer and gets all pissed off at you. If you mean to offer your patronage to another, may I suggest these Gauf yonder? Judging from your equipment displaying you're no stranger to battle, I believe Eve Gauf will have something to offer you. Tool mender. It's kind of neat that we get to open the shops through quests. So you to have so many men visit us at once. This is a joyous day indeed. If it pleases you, please give me your patronage. As my patron, I ask that you remove that noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they are called. We would tend to them with magic, except they leave behind harmful ash. You have no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now you will be curious as to what I have to offer. I'm a purveyor of wares that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for your fitting payment, I will give you my choosiest items. One of these hopefully should have an aether, right? Where's the aether, right? Oh, I went back. There you are, aetherite current. Or aether current, I should say. Why am I calling it aetherite? All these words jumble together eventually. Jump. Jump. Also get the summoning stone. Doubt I'll use it, but no harm. You've already removed the flame spore? How very quick of you. Oh, but did you perchance search by the western entrance as well. I'm told they have cropped up in that area. It's like, why are we doing this so Minfilia can look at us? I wasn't spying on you or anything. I finished my task and I should go report back. Don't worry about it. I am a hero of legend. It's only right that you should be interested. I'm the guy that slew a light warden. Ah, you've returned. Have you dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Excellent. No more poisonous spores irritating our noses, for a little while at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental. Having a patron again, it reminds me of the old days. Every day I would carry my wares to the castle to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Back when the castle wasn't called Ligeach, the Voivertites built it, and they named it Gwynnis Lich. Licht. It was the last bastion in the struggle against the Sin Eaters. And now they're gone, all of them. Noble knights and common folk alike. You think this place would be... I guess Titania took care of that. Fae folk probably... It's like, you think this place would be a bit more overrun with Sin Eaters, considering everything. But then the Fae came in and probably did away with most of them. But enough reminiscing. I must give you what you've earned. And if you desire anything else I possess, I would be glad to offer them to you for a fitting price, of course. So this is what he gives me. He gives me a little ring. They've been under the weather of late, and any chance to perform an honorable task would cheer them up. Okay. I can put knight pieces in here, yes. That's good. You know, I kind of thinking about it, like, besides Vothri, Titania's, while albeit crazy, is still a sentient, semi-sentient Sin Eater, and the Light Warden at that. You think she would have, like, more Sin Eaters around her? Command, you know, that she could command. Because she is the Light Warden. She's on top of the pecking order of Sin Eater, of Sin Eaters. Oh, at least I already have a stack of Aetheryte tickets on my person, so that won't add any more clutter to my inventory. What? You would be my patron? But I can't do anything for you. The Lawless once took my invisible ink, and without it, I can't make my arcane wares. Were the Lawless ones? They're Numu like us, except they turn their backs on our values. Hers without honor they are. They refused to work, instead spending all their time converting and making a nuisance of themselves. When I was outside for a walk, they set upon me and robbed me of my possessions. The ink concluded. I was too weak to resist them, but you, mortal, you look quite strong. Do you think you could take my ink back from those villains? If you do, I will consider it your patronage. And by the way of my service, I will make you something very special. Excuse me, Joe, but I couldn't help overhearing. If you mean to undertake this task, will you let me accompany you? I would learn from you and help in what little way I can. You are welcome to join. I like you, Minfilia. You can come along. Thank you so much. The lawless ones make their lair to the south inside a cave called Father Collart's Chambers. They took many vials of ink. I would be grateful if you could bring as many back as possible. Alright. Chipinyan. Yeah, makes sense. There would be more. Probably with the Amaro. There's the Aether Current. Might as well just knock this out while we're here. Sorry, just had a family member tell me we had a change of plans for dinner, but all is well. We go here and this guy is snoring away. Enormous Armaro. Come on, there we go. Folksies. Don't we get minion of those? Like, isn't it like the big one is the mount and these ones are like the minion? Or oh, if there is one, I don't got it. Got a piggy. I've got a Porksy. Come in, Tails. Father Collard's Chambers is through here. I peered inside and sure enough, it's milling with new moo. They looked none too friendly. If Thancred was here, he'd tell me to go about it quietly and quickly. Let us split up. I'll find all the ink I can and then come back outside. See you shortly, Joe. You have the running stance of a rogue and not a ninja. I can teach you the way of the ninja, Minfilia. You are basically not even using a job stove. It is unacceptable. Can we find Menphilia in here, I wonder? Probably not, right? Oh, you want a tingle, do you? Orcsy, if you want to fight, you'll have to fight me here. I have a feeling... Oh, you do. Should take some of these porksies back. Fry them up on the grill. They look delicious. Menphilia is over there, so if you could find Menphilia, they're in here, which I doubt you can do. There's no chance I can do it now. Go, my Nanamazu! My Nanamazu? My Namazu slaves! Onward! Mock them as we leave. Suckers! Have you guys... when I went to Japan, I participated in one of these. My first visit there when I was a student. I'll tell you, man, that you want some exercise, try carrying around a shrine the whole day. It was so funny because you get thirsty and all they would offer you is beer. Gonna taste like chicken or pork? Only one way to find out for. But man, my shoulder was so red after carrying this. I don't even like beer, but I got so thirsty that I'm like, I'll drink it. Hey, you're kind of dehydrated? Here's a diuretic. We had dinner afterwards. Boy, I felt like I earned it. It's something I would recommend to people to do once. One time is good. I don't know, you might really like it.
There you are. Those Numo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe.
I punched them in the face. I ain't scared of them. I'm glad to see you're safe too.
I haven't seen much actual combat, so I was a little nervous, but I'm happy I could help. The Menphilius before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Yulmoran army. But that had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive, so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps. I'd still be in my cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight. Thancred once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens.
Yep. But you haven't seen much combat, though. Thancred, not very good teacher. Time for you to follow my footsteps. I will be your sensei. Teach you the art of ninjutsu. Being a rogue, no good. You must become shinobi.
I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close. As a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me. Because I'm not her. I'm not his Menphilia. Once, we journeyed to Nabatha together, to the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood.
Yep, I had a whole echo about it.
As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then...
Oops, sorry.
I'm not sure what happened after that. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded. There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence, though it only reminds him of his loss. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you, because I knew that was what she wanted.
I mean, maybe she would want you to find me, but she seems kind of ambiguous about, living on.
But now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do. Was I meant to tell you something, or bring you to someone, or somewhere? I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach. What is that?
Britannia.
Why? Why did you imprison us?
Funny that she says us. Kind of like the Light Warden and her are together, but she still has a little bit of her own sanity still left. As much as pixies would have sanity, there is.
Such boredom, such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair. Come and play with us.
You trying to scare me, Titania?
It came from the castle.
I've already done Yita's quest line. Your jump scares don't do nothing to me. Plus, I've already done this quest line.
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Nemo.
What about you?
I will bear word to Thancred and the others.
We're going the same direction. That's like reverse echo. She, instead of me seeing a vision from somebody's past, she implanted that vision into my head. There's another one. Probably at the castle, right? Mercy, Your Majesty. We had no choice. Please forgive us. Oh, it's you, my ink. Were you able to retrieve it? Haha, yes, this is the ink. And almost all of it, too. When our king spoke to me, my day went from bad to worse, but thanks to you, it's simply bad again. What? You had the vision too? Oh, woe is us. Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin eater, it loses everything about its mind that defined it. However, the king has retained some of their instincts. This manifests in their desire to play and be free. So strong is that desire, it often leaks through the seal and evades our consciousness. For a long time we ignored it, but we can't do so forever. But forgive me. I was going to thank you for reuniting me with my ink. You did exactly as asked, so I will give you my service as promised. Ahem. Nothing up my sleeve, and voila! May it serve you well. I'm making a traditional Nomu potion. Like most of our concoctions, the key ingredient is mushroom spores. Yelda's answer. Ah, there's nothing like honorable work again. Then again, thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Oh, I should mention that Elder Wind Amek returned a moment ago. You seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you. Yeah, there you are. I'm informed that you've been an excellent patron to our people. For that, you have my thanks. Now then, you will be pleased to hear that we have come to a decision regarding the scepter. If you would gather your companions, I will deliver our answer. Before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on the matter of the stone scepter, during our deliberations we were forced to concede that we will never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release Titania neither from the castle nor our torment. In light of this, we have decided to entrust their fate to you. Take it, the stone scepter of the new moon. This makes 3 relics. One more and we can arrange a meeting with the warden. Ere you continue your quest, allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Knowing that Titania is not a name but a title bestowed upon one chosen to lead the pixies by the grace of nature. This leader, upon Ilmeg's founding, arose as ruler of all Fae folk to bring order to our riotous kind. In our turn, we Fae folk render our blessing unto nature, unto water, wood, wind, that our king might be further empowered. Though they became a sin eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. Oh dear. Is there anything else we should know? Anything else? Only that if you feel unready for the challenge, and none would blame you for it, you are welcome to remain among us while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when I will have the chance. We would see that you were comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel at home. Boy. Honestly, I look away for a moment and every fairy and their nuncle tries to steal away my sapling from me. This is my sapling. Mine! Do you hear? Not yours, and not the false. And anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce him will wish they had it. Well, geez, where were you when the Falth tried to kill me? Fail, you freaking useless fairy! Start strangling her. You stupid fairy! No, the Falth tried to drown me. You don't show up then. Freaking Arbert shows up, not you. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought in crystal. They are held in the Amaro's safekeeping at the settlement, Wallachdorf. It beareth mentioning that these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast hitherto encountered. Owing to a peculiarity of evolution, they are capable of speech, and thus we might negotiate with them as we have the Feyfolk. Though it saddens us to see you leave, we wish you well on your way. When you arrive in Wallachdorf, seek out the largest of the Amaro. His name is Seto, and he is their leader and bearer of the relic. Wait a minute. The guy teleported. The Great Danes. I'll have to do that whole side quest again. Oh, I should say, bait chain. Okay, where's the large one? Over here, yep. An enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully. Mouth. Seto. Ardbert? Did you just call me Ardbert? No, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Did I hear you all right? You desire the crystal shoes, that you may confront the Light Warden? No, no, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the Light's corruption as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. He's like Ardbert. He's like, yeah, even if you win, it's just gonna be bad for you. This world has had its fill of heroes. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends. Let us leave him with his thoughts. Tis harder to change the mind of they who mean well than those who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder, 'tis the first time thou hast set foot here. 'Twould behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think, and there's no surer way than to speak with its members. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reasoning for refusing us, and I hope gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid thee seek out the Amaro and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of greeting. Thancred punch. I get ya. Just goes up, punches one of them in the face. Hey, Amaro! Bam! Ryan the Kisser. I must pet you. How long has it been since I last felt man's touch? I cannot help but be reminded by my master's hand. He was a knight of Oibert, a noble and valiant soul. But like so many others, he died fighting the Sin Eaters. Though he has long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. Het eeuw un. I get a summoning stone, why not? Ah, that tickles enough. I never had a master, I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts. But then a mage, Ronka, gave us the gift of intelligence, that we might better serve our masters. After the Empire fell, those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, the seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us, among other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. So how did you just lived around them? Just a stray Amaro, hanging out with people? Nimbus? What a funny name for an Amaro. What's happening? Why am I being patted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. You are kind. Your kind are loath to come here and fear the Fae folk, with obvious reasons. But then we are Fae folk too. When first we made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. It is easy to forget sometimes. I mean, you're Fae folk in name alone, dude. I would call you magical beasts. Thou house peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it? Then thou canst not choose but to see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of concern for our welfare, not scorn, that Seto seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end we must needs have the crystal shoes. Joe, might I prevail upon thee to confirm with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth most. Tell him of thy great many deeds, spoken in earnest. Thy words may yet move him to change his mind. I also know that you know Ardbert. I know Ardbert. You have spoken with my brethren? Then you see it's not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die, not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand upon us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. There's something I must do. What am I to make such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will you doing so compel the Fae folk to change. In order to obtain the other relics, you will already have paid the due price. Not more is owed. Then why would you risk all to face our fallen king? To save the world, keep a promise to my friends. to do what no one else can. I'll keep a promise to my friends. What did you say? The very words. Could it be a mere coincidence? Very well. You may he says that with every option, right? He doesn't pick different ones. Very well, you may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin Eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing to the east. There I will lure out the fiends, that you may slay them. Yeah. I must go in the straightest line possible. Alright, now we're ready. I'll use my voice to lure out the Sin Eaters as I once did when I hunted them with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal. Ready then, very well. Forgive cowardice. Cool. First time seeing that. Tornado. How about that, Steto? You made short work of those creatures, I will not deny it. I've seen enough. Let us return to Wolkendorf. Oh boy, this would be a lot better if I had those cool new teleportation skins. Oh well. I wonder how much of it's going to be hidden behind endgame stuff, and you know, the seasonal content, it's going to be interesting how new players are going to get stuff from it. God, I hope it's not like Wondrous Tales where they just basically make it like Heavensward stuff for the entirety until you get to level 100. Good lord. By the ease with which you slew those Sin Eaters, I see you are capable. However, I still require time to think. And should you be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. Sato would make a personal request of you. It's not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought Sin Eaters who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. All the places that it should fall, it was Longmere Lake. We Amaro are not fond of the water, and we certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Foth, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, now will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it's gone forever. And another blue quest for me over here. Sandman. Oh, beg your pardon, I must have dozed off again. Ever since I turned 300, I find I can barely stay awake. Sandman's my name, and I had something for you. What was it again? Ah, yes, a request. Would you go out and seek a young Yamaro who has newly arrived in Ilmeg? But ere I won't go into the details, tell me, know the nature of our community of Wolkerdorf? It is a place where those of us who have attained intelligence come to live out our days. We Yamaro are born mindless beasts, you see. But if we abide among men for a century or so, we may awaken the abilities long lost to our kind. Speech, not least of all. That those who have awakened might know Wolkerdorf. We asked our Numu friends to place enchantments on the crystals throughout Ilmeg. These crystals call out to our brethren across Novran, drawing them hither. However, the aforementioned young Amaro was not prepared for what he found here. That is, other-speaking Amaro, and no sooner did I welcome him than he bolted and ran. Though he's wary of us, having served men until recently, I believe he will trust you. Please, will you not find him and persuade him to come here? Him and him. They're using the same word in the same sentence twice. Will you not find and persuade him would be a better sentence. To help you on your way, he fled the west of the settlement. Okay, so we'll do that quest along the way to getting there. Amaro tracks. Like, what exactly am I looking for? Werewood. You jerk. Damn it. Damn you, spam call. It's alright to talk. You know I can talk? There was another fellow like me. Do you know him? Well, now, a whole settlement of Takiamaro. That must be the place he wanted to show me. My name is Tuna Ulis. My master was a traveling merchant. One day I discovered that I could speak. I was so happy I thought my master would be happy too, but when I spoke to him, he looked at me as if he'd seen a ghost and abandoned me. Since that day I've been wandering the land by myself. I heard of Ilmeg and thought it would be nice to see it. But it seems the idea wasn't my own after all. The settlement, Wolok Dwarf, it sounds like a nice place, but I don't want to live there. I've been alone for a long while. I don't feel comfortable around others anymore, not even other Amaro. Well, you can have fun here, dude. I've got a freaking ring to find. Go into here. It's like, yes, there is a hole in the roof. I think we just talked about that last time. Oh, wait. Teleport. Ah, you have returned. How fared your search? Gold medallion. There you go.
Ah, my medallion! You found it! Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young.
Like, I never see you in any of the Cardinal Virtue flashbacks, though, Seto. What's up with that? Should be like, you know, you should be like my Chocobo companion, you know, fight alongside him.
In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His name was Artbert, and he was my friend.
Now that's what I'm saying for her. Like, how come you're not in any of the flashbacks I've seen with him? At least he could be riding you around.
Ardbert, thou sayest?
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades.
I mean, who would have thought killing a pair of Asians would have caused the flood? Who would have thought that? It seems like, okay, this is a little bit theory crafting with and granted, you guys know how far I am. I'm only to 4.0. I mean 5.0. But after seeing like Evercold, it seems like the shards just kind of start to naturally form an apocalypse. Probably because they're shards, you know? They're kind of unnatural to begin with. They start to fray. Start to become undone. So I wonder if that's kind of what happened to the 1st and the 13th. Like, did the Ascians even really need to do anything? Because, I mean, I don't know if there's any Ascian influence with what caused the 4th to freeze over, but we'll just see. I just don't get how killing Ascians caused the flood.
Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help.
No.
It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
I'm sure Albert knows how you feel. Well, considering I know that, I'll give him the truth.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters.
Huh? You see something in me? Perhaps a little bit of Albert?
That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due, perhaps, to my reversion, I can see your soul.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Philip is shy, so I cut him off.
It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so.
Yeah, because I am Albert. Or Albert is me, I should say.
Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk.
Never heard. Don't worry, your soul doesn't make you who you are. It's like, wah! Everyone else would say contrary.
Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence.
It's because I am Albert.
Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Just eat it. Yep. Obviously, the dev team did not want to...
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
Didn't want to render crystal shoes. The fact that we only saw the crown of everything. We only got to see the shell crown.
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
And why should we care?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Ilmeg.
But...
At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Makes me think he really could see us.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible.
Ranjit's the man.
If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
Yeah, why don't she absorb half of it? We could go halvesies, and that way I won't turn into a sin eater if I absorb all of them.
No, Minfilia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
It's like you all are planning against me. You all want me to turn into a sin eater. Let Minfilia take half of it. She probably could take all of it, to be honest. She commands Eden later. Well, maybe when Minfilia gives her all of her power, probably then she could absorb all of the Light Wardens without having to worry about it. That's what I think. She can control the light. She could probably do it, you know? Act la Omen in. Seto wishes to see you on your way. Give me that final wind current. Forgive me, it seems my indecision has cost you precious time, but I'm convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find a bridge to Lingia. As the bearer of the four relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. Is the number of rejoinings why we can handle the Light Warden, or is it the blessing of light? Ooh. How many rejoinings have there been? 1, fire, water, ice, earth. We have had 5 rejoinings. And that's funny, like, do people feel better after, like, a calamity happens? They go, wow, that really sucked, but I feel a little bit more immortal. I feel like maybe I could start creating things by using my thoughts. Not yet, but it's getting close. Doesn't feel a little bit more like that. Okay, there's the bridge. Don't kill me, random mob down there. Hey, Elma Rose, going pretty good. We're about to finish up here. We're almost done for the day. I have to get ready for the new dinner plans. But hey, we completed a dungeon, and yeah, there's no way we're gonna queue in for the trial, especially as a DPS, that we're gonna make time for it. So we're gonna just go ahead, unlock the trial, and we'll call it there. And then Friday we'll start with the Dancing Plague, as I believe it's called. Let me I'm doing fine. Elmira. There it is. There it is. And that's the last one, right? But we can get an avatar situation where the calamity also triggers powers awakening within people. Yeah, you wouldn't think. I really like the aesthetic of Final Fantasy XIV. I think it ages very well. So even though it's, I mean, we got our graphic update, quote unquote graphic update, but let's be honest, it wasn't huge. I think people were expecting the stars and the moon, you know? But it's not bad. But there's a reason why people like the glam system, and they like, you know, a lot of people like to roleplay in this game and like to play the, you know, the glamour, as I already said. It's because it's this game has a really good aesthetic. I always appreciate the Japanese kind of fantasy aesthetic. Which graphic card do I use? That's a good question. Don't really know, but I'm on a gaming laptop, so you know I don't have a I don't have a super high-end gaming setup, so. But it is a gaming laptop. Okay, the gate recognizes you as a bearer of all 4 relics. The seal is broken. I use an omen. What am I? An omen. Here, I could find that out real quick. Oh, an omen 16. So if you ever want to look up what an omen 16 uses. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Catania, a being bereft of reason and mercy, just like all you stupid pixies. Oh, so she's just a normal pixie then. A being bereft of reason and mercy. It's sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there is still a law that binds us. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as destroyed. To give as much as received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. Worry not. Come what may, my beautiful branch will, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Okay, I know I'm ending the stream a little bit early, but I did go overtime last time, so we're gonna call it even. So we are going... We're going to call it there. Please, if you're on YouTube, please make sure to leave a like on this video to help us spread it around. You know, get more people that might be interested in seeing a Shadowbringers playthrough. Let them know it's here, because you know how that algorithm could be. Probably a lot of people don't even know that I exist. And they might be thinking, oh, I want to see a Shadowbringers playthrough, but alas, there's no one to watch. So if you could leave a like, that'll help spread around. If you could subscribe, that also helps with the channel and with the algorithm of both. If you want to support me directly, you could become a channel member over at YouTube. You know, you get some of these emotes. If you join as a Lord and Lady tier, you can watch me prog through Eden. Or, you know, if you just want to support me directly, any membership would be greatly appreciated. Of course, you could always leave a super thanks or a super like if you just want to kind of do a super chat, I should say. Super thanks or a super chat if you just want to do a one-time monetary contribution to your boy Joe here. If you're over on Twitch, the only thing you can do on Twitch is to watch me when I stream and follow me. Either or, that would be great. And so, that being said, yes, we'll continue this on Friday. Hope you all have a wonderful week. And I will see you in the world of tomorrow.